New bosses, areas, and skills going to 110. Jagex just dropped a bombshell of a roadmap from now all the way until June 2025. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We'll be going through this roadmap in order of release, starting with the 4th Necromancy Conjure releasing on September the 2nd. This Conjure, as everyone expected, is going to be the Phantom Guardian. I would be surprised if they just chuck it into the game, but they could very well add it as some kind of codex drop to an existing boss. Next there'll be a new story quest related to the skilling boss releasing in the same month called Ode of the Devourer. This quest will be releasing in about 1 month on September the 16th. The skilling boss, being Elidinus, which is both a solo and group skilling boss, is going to be releasing a week after that on September the 23rd. Assuming this is the skilling boss's boss arena, the arena seems to be absolutely colossal. In early October, we'll be getting the Necromancy Slayer Helmet upgrade and a new Slayer creature seemingly being some kind of Scabarite. These are going to be located in a cave which I hope is instanced to a maximum amount of players, otherwise players are going to be really frustrated during release week. Seriously, I hope Jagex has learned from their previous mistakes this time and hasn't forgotten, because Abyssal Lord on release, terrible. The new Halloween event and its own hub and probably lodestone as well are being added to the game on the 14th of October, and it should be of similar quality and length as the recent Easter and Christmas events. You can expect a new quest, cosmetics, and the option, or probably the option, to buy all the cosmetics as well. One of the activities or something part of the quest seems to be some kind of maze. Jagex has recently laid out their plans for Group Iron Man, which I covered in a previous video linked below, but the release date seems to be set at late October to early November. In this bit of concept art, we can see some existing items, being the Masterwork Two-Handed Sword, Seren Godbow, Primal Pickaxe, the 295 Magic Wand, and some kind of desert-themed Necromancy Skull Lantern. Regarding the armor they're wearing, that's probably going to be the armor set you're going to be able to upgrade by completing achievements. In late November or perhaps early December, Jagex is going to be increasing woodcutting and fletching to level 110, and no, this is not a virtual increase, but a physical increase. This update seems very exciting because not only is a new tree and likely a new tier of logs going to be added, but there will be a new T99 hatchet, a new level 100 ranged weapon, kind of to be expected, but then a Masterwork ranged weapon as well. I thought Masterwork weapons were limited to melee. Turns out it's not. And I wouldn't be surprised if this requires level 110 fletching to make. Somewhere in December there's going to be a new desert quest, and this one's going to be important for the rest of the content coming 2025, but this quest will require the completion of the recently released at that point in time Ode of the Devourer quest and the existing Fight Club quest. And then finally, as the last major update of the year, the Christmas Village aka Christmas event will be returning with a brand new quest, new rewards, and the Black Party Hat, of course, will also be returning to the game. I don't think it should come as a surprise that Jagex is re-releasing the Black Party Hat this year. As it stands, I believe that we have a solid, varied amount of content coming to the game this year, but what about 2025? The updates for 2025 are quite far out, and as we're only halfway through 2024 currently, the updates for the first half of 2025 have no release month, which I don't really see as an issue as long as they can provide those details before the year ends or as 2025 begins. Okay, first up we have a physical increase to the runecrafting skill going from level 99 to, you guessed it, 110. Runecraft is going to become what I always believed runecrafting should have been, a skill to create magic weapons. In short, this update is supposed to turn runecrafting into a skill like fletching is to ranged, after the 110 update of course, and smithing is to melee. So you can expect to be able to create high-level endgame magic weapons for the first time, quoted by Jagex, although I'm a little bit worried that powerful endgame magic means, just a high-tier weapon. Sure, that's nice, but if you're not able to augment these weapons, you don't have any special passive effects, they aren't going to be as interesting or intriguing to players as existing high-tier magic weapons, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. In the first half of 2025, crafting is also going to be extended physically to level 110, and it's going to be used to create or craft high-tier magic and ranged armor. There is an unexpected but very much welcome update as part of the roadmap in 2025, and that is Combat Mastery achievements. This is something I didn't know I wanted, but I'm actually really excited to see implemented in the game. There's going to be easy achievements ranging all the way up to Grandmaster, which seems like a tier above elite achievements? At least I think so. These achievements are all about returning to certain bosses in Gielinor and, according to the news post, executing specific types of kills to demonstrate your mastery. I expect these achievements to be similar to some existing ones we have, like killing a boss without prayer turned on, or killing a boss in full bronze like Lumber Strikes Back, even though you can use a high tier weapon, but hey, that kind of thing is what you should expect. I just hope they add some kind of item reward that upgrades as you go from easy all the way up to Grandmaster that makes them worth completing. Something I didn't expect to see on the roadmap either, and am less enthusiastic about, is a skilling rebalance. It's not exactly clear what they want to do this far out, but they either want to add new skilling content, which I believe, ranges 1 to level 99, or rebalance existing skilling content. This must have something to do with the recent surveys, but Jagex seems to want to rebalance existing skill content in terms of profitability in 2025. And you know what that means? Decreased bossing common profitability. Or well, that's what I would expect after the Garden of Carid update, which removed all herb drops from bosses, and a lot of Slayer creatures drops were nerfed as well. There's not a lot of details, in fact there's basically nothing, but at the very least, this seems concerning. I would much rather see them introduce a new update that's profitable, like how the way Zygamite firemaking was added. That's still very profitable and doesn't ruin existing drop tables. The Easter event is returning next year to no surprise, which will probably add a couple of new cosmetics and a new little mini quest. But perhaps more exciting is the second new desert quest releasing in 2025, followed by a third finale quest, which then unlocks a brand new boss, releasing somewhere mid-2025 called a mascot, the Devourer. I don't know about you, but everything about this boss seems like it's going to be one of the hardest bosses in the game. Just, it has to be. And hopefully it will have plenty of those beautiful telegraphing attack animations we've seen part of the Sanctum of Rebirth boss update. Now you'd think, that's the end of the roadmap. But no, Jagex teased us by dropping a hint about a large piece of content coming to the game late 2025, being a new area expansion. When watching the video itself, I actually thought this was going to be the sailing update, but no. Or is it? No, it's definitely not. It's not sailing. They would have said new skill if it was going to be new skill, let's be honest here. And we'll be able to give some feedback to the mods as to what we want out of this update, and that's good to see. Personally, I think a small quest to unlock the island to then gain access to some kind of new skilling or combat content is what is going to please the majority of the players, and please, no more base building time-gated mechanics, thank you. But hey, maybe that's a bit basic, you tell me. Overall, I think 2024 is going to be filled with some good content. 2025, I'm not so sure of just yet. We'll probably hear more about it at RuneFest as to the second half of 2025, which is completely fine. Yes, 2025 is exciting, but I don't really like the idea of rebalancing skills while also extending some other skills to level 110 as well. I'm particularly interested in the 110 crafting update because that seems like it's going to be of a larger scale than the 110 mining update. Only time will tell. What I do know for certain is that Jagex communication feels better than ever, and I thoroughly enjoyed the roadmap video they uploaded. One part I really enjoyed was the part where Moddoom hopped in near the start. He's no longer a part of the RuneScape 3 team, but he still works at Jagex. Be sure to let me know what you think about this roadmap down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to link the original video and news post in the description. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.